Hello. This is Ultimate General's Gettysburg. Uh, I actually made a video before the whole playthrough, up till day 3 at least. But I had to scrap that because I messed up with the save, and so here we are again. It is Ultimate General's Gettysburg. I'm doing the Union, as I said in my channel update. I put the difficulty as risky, which means that they'll be very aggressive, and as I played this before, it's not easy for me to do. So hopefully you're not like, oh, he's just raffle stomping them. Like, it's kind of tough for me because I'm really not that amazing at this game. All right, so we see these points. This is our objective. We have to hold Seminary Bridge, which is this point, or this point rather. The good thing about me playing through this before is that now I actually learned some things that I didn't realize that I will hopefully be able to put to good use and be able to use my Union troops more effectively. So we're outnumbered to start with. Oops. All right, let's get it going. Welcome to Gettysburg, boys. Probably should have said it like that. Whatever. We're at Gettysburg, obviously. As you can see, they're trying to be really aggressive for some reason. They're push all the way over there. Okay, move. Right now I'm trying to assemble a bunch of troops on the hill to get a height advantage and hopefully be able to shoot a bit more. The movement of this game is a bit tricky at times. As you saw, I was kind of struggling to move them. Unfortunately, there's no easy way to rotate how the line is set, so I have to specifically have them turn that way. It's a tidbit unfortunate, but oh well. Okay, artillery, anytime you want to start shooting, that'd be great. I'm hoping to bring in the reinforcements to hold this city area, or not a city, it's more like a farm. Yeah, as you can see, the guys are trying to be aggressive and push here. Probably gonna try and want to flank me, but we'll see. Again, I'm trying to hold this position. It's unfortunately not going very well, but I can't really do a whole ton right now until we get those reinforcements. The difference in... Okay, here we go. Here's some of them at least. In this game between the Union and Confederates, obviously the uniforms, you have blue versus gray. Also highlighted as blue versus red. That alone might not seem super significant. I mean, it's not... I like blue though, so that's kind of part of the reason why I prefer them in this game. For the most part, they have numbers in this game. At later days, you'll see the Union side will have more numbers. But the Confederates have much better morale and are better at melee. The Union, however, is better equipped to deal with longer engagements, so theoretically we should be able to do a lot better in this shootout here than them. We also will have more cannons later on as well. Something that's cool that you'll see at the end is we get to set up our next maneuvers for the next day. So, all right. Again, if you want me to try this from the Confederate side, which I'm sure I can do, just let me know and all that jazz. All right, right now we have surplus of guns. Okay. Well, once they actually get here, wherever they are. Once they get here, we'll have a surplus of guns, which will be really nice. So the way that the morale works in this game is it's controlled by the brigadier generals or major generals or whatever these star guys rank is, and they have a specific unit under their command. The guys that are highlighted green are what is under their command and is in effect by the specific general being there. Now, I did not know this before, and I kind of put like whatever general is closest to them. Now, this helps them gain morale. As you can see, these guys right now have high morale because their general's right next to them and they just came to the field. These guys are increasing morale because Buford's over here. I mean, they're still getting destroyed, but at the same time, they're also doing a lot of surviving, I guess. These guys, okay, cool. I was actually having a lot of issues yesterday with the artillery, so I'm really glad they're doing damage now. Running also affects the condition of the units, which I'm not entirely sure how that completely affects them. I'm sure a higher condition helps them keep their morale better. Something obviously I also have cover, which is affected by buildings and shrubbery. You can get a lot in this area, but right now we're not defending that. If you saw in the beginning, if we lose this area right here, we will lose Gettysburg in day one. So that's kind of obviously not something we want to do. Not sure why these guys are rotating like they are, but whatever. Cannons still don't make a whole ton of sense to me, but whatever. Okay, the Confederates have now gotten their reinforcements. I believe we have a little bit more reinforcements coming later. Okay, good. I think this might be the last of our reinforcements as well. So right now we're doing a good job holding, and we're overwhelming this party right here. We're holding this, but I think we're going to lose it shortly. Buford might be helping the morale, but it doesn't help when you're losing. Alright, Vendetti's. Don't know what. If you know what Vendetti's comes from, please do tell me, because I have no idea. It doesn't make sense to have it name something special when it's effectively just cavalry. I'm hoping to try and get a nice little flank, hit those skirmishers and the cannon units really quickly, and run back. Okay. Something that I do hope they set up a little bit better is all the artillery, because they should be doing a lot more damage than they are, but because I don't completely understand how they work, it doesn't help. I'm assuming they need line of sight, which is fine, but it's hard to tell how high of a position this is right now. Like this, I can tell, oh, it's a hill, and then it looks like it goes down, but then is this the same level? That's kind of the difficulty I'm having. Personally, I don't know if you guys have those issues. Alright, I'm going to assume they did their job. I'm not sure. Okay, we got more reinforcements coming in to help us hold, hopefully. Okay. Ooh, we still have a little bit of reinforcements. That's nice. Now, for the most part, if you're new to this game, you're going to mostly want your troops to be within the grid area that the general has, obviously, because that helps their morale, which is good. Alright, Gamble, come back. I'm going to say you did a good enough job by making them scared or something. Going to push these guys up front as a frontline unit. Fortunately, we lost that hill, which is kind of a big deal. Something I was hoping that we could hold, but we might be able to get it later if we do enough damage to the Confederates. Looks like they're bringing in more units, so that's not good. Hoping to get these cannons to do some damage. Fortunately, you have to like run your general around to catch up to people that are routing. It's a nice little game, and I do hope they make more. As it stands, however, it's a good game. It works fine for the most part. Like I said, the artillery probably my biggest gameplay issue, and the routing is, well, I think I might have actually fixed the routing by figuring that out. But that's kind of an issue too. I would like to see custom battles where I could set the numbers of Confederate and the numbers of Union inside of a battle, as well as the cannons. I'd also like to see like a fleshed out defense system where you can make trenches or something, but I don't know how big of a thing that was in the Civil War. I know that was more World War One's thing, but I'm pretty sure I mean, they're holes in the ground. They can't really say that they didn't exist per se in the Civil War. I'm sure they had like some sort of defensive capabilities. But see, like you have this cannon guy, but I find it hard to believe that he can't shoot any of these guys because there's no reason. Even if it's at a hill, I should be able to just shoot up. I don't understand. And then these guys, it really doesn't look like there's any hill here, so why? I just don't understand. Fortunately, we're being hit by artillery and I'm not in a position to deal with that. Not until we fix this, which I don't think is going to be possible. This is part of that routing issue I was talking about. These people just leaving, and there's not a lot I can do about it unless I catch it earlier, which I obviously didn't, so dang it. Just have to leave the general there to help whoever's staying and not being a duck monkey. Oh, they recovered. The generals, for better or worse, cannot be killed. I think it's kind of silly that they're impervious to death. But you'll just see them if I threw him out here, he'd just have to run back because he'd be like scared or whatever, which makes sense because he's not a routing unit. This unit's not firing for some reason. So yeah, it's a good game. It's $15 or something. I mean, I don't know if they do sales on this game at all. I don't know if I've seen any. But I mean, I think $10 would be a fair price for this game. It's a decent strategy game. That's very simplistic. Graphics aren't anything special, but I mean that's fine for what it is. It works well. if you're looking for a strategy game that's set in Civil War, this probably isn't the worst one to go with. Now, I don't know if you guys saw or not, but I did make a video of War of Rights. So hopefully you guys will see more, preferably more combat, because I'm not sure videos of just showing you what's out there right now is super entertaining. If you guys want it, go ahead and ask, but all there is right now is Union Confederates, which obviously you have. It does look like there might be different guns, or there is different guns for each faction, which makes sense because they technically did use different rifles. I jumped in there as the Confederates really quickly. I thought about making a video, but the game also crashed. I was like, eh. But yeah, if you guys want me to go through each individual class to try and get an idea of what they look like or something, let me know. I can do that. I'm obviously going to continue this playthrough and the War of Rights, provided it comes out before the end of the year as like a combat thing, then I might do that as a Wednesday thing, maybe not. It'll probably just be something off to the side because it's a multiplayer game, which I said I don't want to do playthroughs or whatever you want to call it of that without me being with people consistently, which isn't super going to happen. Alright, we've done a pretty decent job of holding them. I wouldn't mind more reinforcements, but I guess we've got what we've got. Are these guys firing? Dang, they're firing. But yeah, if you'd like to see a first-person realistic shooter, go ahead and look at that video. There's other videos I'm sure you can look at as well that will have better graphics setting for it, because right now I have it on low. I think it looks nice as is, but like I said in the video, the movement feels it feels slow, but it feels reasonable. Like if you played an Arma game, that's one of my biggest gripes. The controls aren't a big issue, but it's just everything feels clunky, like I'm a block. Like I have block arms and block limbs and block legs and all that jazz. But in this game, it feels kind of slow, but it feels reasonable. Like it feels like you're in that coat, you're in the not the armor. They didn't have armor that I know of, anyways. The backpack, you have the equipment, you have the rifle. You can fix bayonets, which is nice. I like bayonets, so that's kind of a nice little thing for me, which I mean I kind of expected them to have. The bayoneting system currently looks kind of weird, but whatever. But yeah, if you want to look at what the classes are and what they have as of now, go ahead and look. The game's currently technical alpha, so things are subject to change, get better, hopefully better and not worse. Now, we're going to see something interesting. I can almost guarantee that the battle's not going to end immediately, but we'll see. It'll do this weird thing where it'll be like the battle's going to end soon, even though it should be almost ending. Now, the actual history of this battle was actually only like 3 days, but in this game it can go down to 4 days. I'm not sure how you would go quicker than 3 days. I'm unfortunately at this point in time not good enough for that. So you're only going to be seeing the 4 videos of this, unless you guys want Confederate. I might come back to the game later on and do Confederate anyways, and stuff like that. But that's just something to be aware of. That this technically might appear again in the future. I tried to make a last-ditch effort to grab this position, but luckily the troops stopped them, which is nice. And look, battle delayed. That's exactly what I was talking about. And I don't understand what makes it battle delayed. Is it because people are shooting each other? I mean, of course they're going to be shooting at each other. It's war. That's kind of what they do. I'm going to move this guy a little bit over so that way you can help these guys that are holding that flank that are now retreating because he wasn't close enough, I guess. No, Paul, come back. Paul, you have so many people. Why are you retreating? Why are you retreating? Again, it's one of the things I don't understand a whole ton. Okay, we need to bring this guy up to the people that are actually fighting and not retreating. So we've taken a lot of hits. We have less guns, only by 2 luckily. We have 2,000 less soldiers, which is not good. Oh, this is not good. If they push on this objective, we're gonna lose in the day 1, which is no fun. Okay, Paul, I need your troops now. Dang it, Paul. Well, this kind of sucks. I need this battle to end like now, because they're right on that point. Just not a good thing at all. And also, I don't know what this timer is, because it's not seconds. Okay, good. Alright, well that train wreck is it for this week's video. I'll show you. Oh, wait, what? Okay. Well, normally you can choose how you want to fight, but unfortunately I lost so badly that the game's like, no, screw you. So now I have even less troops than I would have had before. Alright, well. Oh wait, it's not 3 days, it's 3 battles, because it's still July 1st. Okay, that works too. Alright, I hope you all had a good day, and I hope you enjoyed this video. So, adios.